Hello, and once again, we are live with the Modern Mystery School UK and EU podcast and YouTube channel. And I am joined by Robert, the lovely Robert. How are you doing?
Hello, Ipsis Kate. Good, good. I'm so happy actually to be here, thrilled, and thank you very much for the invitation.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to hear your story. So tell us, you're a business owner, entrepreneur, and also I'm going to point out, obviously, you're a man. We just spoke to Spencer as well. And we tend to have more women on the show than men. So I really want to understand what made you want to go to Empower Thyself.
That's a great question. It was a pretty rapid process for me. It was pretty quick because I had my life activation, which, funny enough, came through my work. Yeah, because that's how I met Kodo. He's my guide, and that's how I found out about life activation, and I want to have it. And not long after that, I have asked him, "What is more out there? Is there any more out there?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure. What about this? 2 days class, Empower Thyself." I was like, you know what? I want to be on. Because seeing whatever the life activation did for me at the time, it was a great shift. There was something that I couldn't really put a finger on, but there was something. It changed me, and I wanted more. So that's how I ended up having the 2 days Empower Thyself class. um, I was thrilled. I was, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is real. It felt like the most beautiful dream since I was a child became true in a way. Like whoever I was, I felt like I wasn't alone. I wasn't, everything that I ever thought about it, if it's possible or not, it was possible. So, yeah, that's how I ended up doing the Empower the Self class, and I really believe they were some of the best days I ever had.
I love that. It's so magical. And it's so nice for you to speak from, that perspective as like a business owner, gentleman. Maybe, we tend to think that men are a little bit more logically minded and, they don't often, know that this is perhaps an opportunity for them. So it's so amazing that you felt that right away and you felt that call and, you had that desire to do more. Tell us a little bit, why then do you want to become a guide? Because we can use the tools with Empower Thyself. It's great. You can have a great life, and then coming to be a guide. It's it's a lot of responsibility, but obviously we get so much back. But what made you want to take that on and do that training and such like?
Here is a very good question, and thank you very much for asking me. It's something that I felt probably since I was a young child, and I didn't know what it was. So, in my way, either it was right or not, I've always felt the need to look for people, to look after the people around me. I always have this probably sometimes extra protective, care around my family members. And I never really understood why I thought it was normal, but later on I found out it wasn't really normal in a way, in the sense that it's not something that you find everywhere. And then, of course, becoming a guide is not something that you jump on straight away from Empower Thyself to the guide. So there's a process to get there. And through this process, through walking the path, yeah, because through this process, I have come to the desire to want to become a guide, because it's that desire to be able to help others to discover what I have discovered. And where I look from standing here as a guide now, I'm at the beginning of my road, but as a guide, but I can say I'm a guide. I really believe there's nothing else that brings me more joy than seeing other people's getting empowered. So, yes, I took on this guide code, if I can call it so. It's definitely not an easy process, but definitely one of the most rewarding things I have ever done in my life in terms of joy and how I feel and my connection to God, and especially the people in front of me. So yeah, I'm still embodying, if I can say so. I'm still discovering how beautiful it is with every step I make towards it. So yeah.
And would you say, I mean, you describe it as, a joyful and beautiful part, which it obviously is, but have you come across any, resistance or hardships, or has it just been plain sailing for you all the
Oh
way?
my gosh, yeah. Resistance, yeah. when it comes to the resistance, I don't think there's anything that I have done towards on the process of becoming a guy that was easy. But the beautiful thing is that those easy things, those not easy things, if I can call them so, or the resistance or overcoming those challenges is what made me want me even more. Because for every single step that I have overcome, and there will be steps, there will be challenges, there will be, but for every one of those challenges that I have overcome, I have found even more joy, and I have found even more drive to go forward, and even more motivation, and even for and for every single step that I took, I have actually found it that I get to know myself even more and even deeper. So I came to look at this resistance thing as an ally, if I can call it so, because what is driving me, towards what I want. And the beautiful thing is, still coming from this logical mind of a man, and I run a business, and I do all these things. Um, this overcoming gets to be applied in everything I do in my life, because I also came to the point where I realize it's not one or the other, it's everything I do. And everything I do becomes better because this overcoming thing is my best friend now. So 100%. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. If there's a mountain to climb, bring it on. Let's.
Yes, yes, yes.
uh, our time is nearly up, but I'd love to find out a little bit about what you think, and from your direct experience, do you think that empower thyself is just for a certain type of person? Is it only for successful people, only for business owners, only for spiritually minded people? What do you think?
Yeah, good question, because I had this question in my mind quite a few times. And, coming from a human mind, because we're all humans, and of course, one would ask himself different questions. And I came to the conclusion, not just me, I've learned from my own experience, that is for absolutely everyone. Is for everyone, forever, for everyone who wants to follow this path. And the reason for that is because I have seen some amazing transformations, very different from one another. And I've seen people growing from where they are. And from where they are is not where I am, or someone else is from where they're standing at the moment. Take that and enhance it even more, and bring their potential even more. So honestly and really, hands on my heart, I can say for absolutely everyone, if they were to look for it. So 100%. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, just tell everybody where you are in case they want to get in touch with you. What area are you in?
I live in London, United Kingdom. Yeah, so I'm part of the London team, as I like to call it. Yeah, so I got my Facebook, Robert Cirdei. People can find me there, of course, on the Modern Mystery School official website. Um, you know, under the guides, um, sector. I have my phone number and details in there. So looking forward to anyone that wants to get in contact. 100%. And
Amazing.
there is something that you mentioned before, and that is a path where we see most of the times a lot of women and ladies, and that is true. And at the beginning, I was a bit, I haven't seen much men around, and well, let me tell you, it's a great thing. It's the best thing I have ever done. Yeah. So, um, 100%. I recommend to every man and woman, of course, out there to come and see for themselves.
Yeah, and if you are, watching this live, Robert's actually got an Empower Thyself happening in a couple of weeks. So get in touch with him, and he'll be able to share a little bit more about the path with you all. Thank you so much,
100%.
Robert.
Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you.
My pleasure, and thank you everybody for tuning in.
Have a great evening. Thank you.